Are you familiar with Chipotle?
Yeah, love Chipotle.
Yeah. So you've eaten there before.
Oh no, is this bad news?
No. Hey, man. I'm not all about bad news over here.
I don't know about that.
You guys have eaten at Chipotle, okay? Did you know that Chipotle has like a really strict policy on the food that they serve, that it can't be processed in any way? It can't be processed food. Has to be, to some degree. I think they have a word for it, but to some degree, it has to meet their quality ingredients and the preparation. It has to. Their motto is food with integrity. They have one of the strictest food quality standards, which is weird because they've had some scandals as well over the years. Some people got sick off that, but anyhow, and because of that, they are one of the few chains to resist the massive hype, the hype train around Beyond Meat and Impossible Foods.
Oh, okay.
Now, I've been covering this story because I'm fascinated by it. The idea of these artificial manufactured meats. People are mad they're even being called meats. But
let's just be honest. It's grown in a lab.
it's not. It's not grown in a lab. It's concocted. It is made of plant-based material. So it's not like they're growing a meat substitute. They're working on that too. But Beyond Meat and Impossible, one of them is soy-based and one of them is pea protein. So they're mostly vegetable-based. And then, of course, there's all kinds of other stuff going on, but they're genetically modified. And Chipotle doesn't want to mess with genetically modified anything, which is actually quite a stance for a fast food place because GMO, you get higher yield, you get cheaper prices, you get more uniformity. It's just uncommon in the fast food space. So they had a meeting, apparently. The Chipotle CEO had a meeting with both Impossible Foods and Beyond Meat and ultimately decided not to add the plant-based protein, which is a big deal because it seems like every chain is adding this. I guess McDonald's is the other holdout. But if you've been watching any commercials out there, it's like everyone's pitching. Tim Hortons has a Beyond Meat burger now. Did you see this?
Yeah, they have a Beyond Meat sausage and Beyond Meat burger.
Apparently
it tastes good.
The sausage actually didn't surprise me as much as the burger because they sell the breakfast sandwich already. But when Tim Hortons, for those of you that don't know, this is a coffee shop, very popular coffee shop in Canada called Tim Hortons and certain northern United States. They've been all over it. They never served a burger before this. Now they got the Beyond Meat burger. And all their advertising and marketing is not around coffee. It's not around any of their other products. It's all focused on this as a differentiating factor. There's others have added it. I think, did Wendy's add it? Oh, A&W. A&W added it as well. So this stuff is exploding. And here you have, for the first time, you have a major food chain coming out on the negative side of it, saying it doesn't meet their strict standards for food integrity. So they were the first fast food chain, Chipotle, to eliminate all GMO products from its ingredients. And the official line on why they wouldn't carry it is over here. Where is it? Real quick. By the way, their stock is up. Chipotle's doing well. People love Chipotle, in case you're wondering. But I guess it just comes down to that they felt it was too processed. Yeah, he said the plant-based meat was still processed food. And it would therefore go against the chain's motto. He considers it to be processed food. And that's the thing that's kind of skipping past here, is the processed nature of it. That like most health-conscious individuals, what would they be called? A nutritionist, seem to agree that when you're really starting to tackle like the right stuff to eat, one of the first things to do is to get away from processed foods. Get to real whole foods. Yeah, whole foods, the way that it was intended. A natural package. The way it was delivered by nature. And this is obviously a departure from that. And it's kind of flying under the radar because it's being pitched as this healthy alternative to meat. But in reality, you look at it, it's got the high sodium. You look at it, it's got the GMO going on. Now, I'm not taking one side or the other. Look, burger itself has some of those elements too. it could be modified to some degree. There's plenty of modified foods. I'm not strict with it. Like, I eat treats, man. I was talking about I eat ice cream. So I'm not casting that out there. Like, I take breaks all the time. But I'm just saying, don't get the false pretense here that this one is you should be eating it every single day. It still is what it is. And if you were wondering, Chipotle is going to let you know that it doesn't even meet their criteria for their rules. So that should indicate something to you about this stuff and how to treat it. I mean, you're not eating an animal, that's for certain. But just keep in mind, you're eating something tasty. It's probably a reason for it, Willie do. No free lunch out here. You got to pay the bill.
It's a give and take.
You pay the bill. Ladies and gentlemen, you pay the bill. That's me slapping the gut.
Yeah.
Nature makes you pay the bill. You try to mess with nature in the first place, you pay the bill later. Somebody does. The planet, I don't know. You do. The gut does. So anyway, I don't know about you guys, but you want to go get some Chipotle or what? Yeah, you do, right? You see how that goes? Oh, yeah. Right there? Chipotle Mexican Grill. Not an advertisement for them, but like that's a stance. And then they come out publicly. That's got to hurt the stock because the Beyond Meat and Impossible stuff has been flying. Look at that. Chipotle flying even more, though. Unbelievable. They're doing great. So, company had $1.43 billion in sales. I guess people like it.